This is Warrior Princess. I did a video earlier today, and since then, I had a phone call with some news that my first cousin passed away. And I could hear the distress in my auntie's voice in the background. So in my earlier video, I was talking about how hard it is to let things go. Then this happens. Notice how sometimes it's a string of things. Things steady happen back to back when you're trying to heal, and it just seems like things steady happen to cause you not to be able to heal, or to slow your progress. Or is it just me? My cousin was relatively young, in his 30s. Very young soul. My auntie, my mother were close. Me and my cousin grew up together. I remember us sleeping in the bed with my grandmother. I remember us all living in one house with my grandmother, my auntie, my mother, and my grandmother. And now he's gone. And now one of my favorite aunties is in so much pain. And there's nothing I can do about it. You know that favorite auntie that you could go in her makeup, you can go in her jewelry, she wouldn't say a word. Hello, Douglas. That auntie. That auntie that, she's too far away for me to grab, hug, and hold. I can't comfort her right now. I'm just torn. But it always seems to happen one thing after another. The healing process is so hard with these deep wounds, especially when you study getting cuts. Cut after cut after cut. It's been 2 years since my mom passed. Haven't got over that yet. Hello, Jessica. been 2 years since my father passed. Haven't got over that yet. It's been 2 years since my boyfriend passed. I haven't got over that yet. It's been a year since my other auntie passed. I have a good friend that just passed in January in a car crash. And even though death is part of life, it's still hard. Hello, Alex. Especially when we see our other loved ones suffer too. I'd have been better if I could deal with one death at a time. But I think the back-to-back deaths is what got me. They all happened back-to-back right away. They were too close together for me. All I can do is just send love out to my auntie. I hope she be all right because she's not really in good health. And I know that was a lot. That was a lot on her plate to hear her first son, her firstborn, has passed away. I couldn't imagine how that felt to lose a child. I know how it feels to lose parents, but I don't know how it feels to lose a child, and I hope not to feel that pain. And for those who have lost a child, I couldn't imagine the pain. I can't imagine the pain of losing a child. Our parents are supposed to go before we do. That's supposed to be the normal process. That's what's in our heads in a way, you know. But our children are not supposed to go before us. That's us as parents. That's what we think. We don't see our children going before us. That's not in the vocabulary. But it happens. This self-help page that I created, I don't know where it's working, or is it helping anybody else, or is it really serving a purpose? I made this page to talk out my problems and hopefully help others who's having similar issues. Healing is hard, especially when you have really deep wounds. And having a community, having other people who can relate, helps. Sometimes it's better than a counselor. having a counselor to talk to, or a psychiatrist, or somebody who's paid to do it. You know, um, many times I call y'all my family because y'all don't judge. A lot of times, you go out there in the world and you speak what's on your mind, or you scared how people are going to look at you, or talk behind your back, or something like that. But here you family, and y'all pretty much, you don't have that fear of somebody looking at you weird, or something wrong with you, or you crazy, or you insane for some of the things you think. We all pretty much on the same page on thinking. We all so that's wonderful. So we all can be considered as family. And that's the wonderful part about it. So maybe more people need to get up here and rant a little bit. Get stuff off their chest, and maybe become more of a community, more of a family. Because, y'all don't get paid to listen to me rant, but y'all listen anyway. I know we all have our problems. That's why I always say we all have our problems. We all have our issues. Some worse than others. But I think with each, we all going to help each other get through it. I've had so many people who reached out to me to try to help me, and I really appreciate that. I've had people to tell me similar situations. I went through this, I went through this. That helps. That helps a lot. Sharing stories, similar stories. I guess that's it for now, family. I've been ranting for a while. I guess I just had to get that off my chest. They just called me probably about 20 minutes ago. And I'm like, I just did that video earlier today. And now this hits. So it was like, wow. And I just, want to share, to how things hit, to let people know that other people, same situations, things hit other people's lives just as well, back to back. You're not alone. Things hit other people's lives just as hard. It ain't just you. That's some of why I do these videos. It ain't just you. It hits everybody back to back like that too. It's not just you. It's a self-help video, but it's kind of so people can relate. I want people to be able to relate to my videos. I'm like, oh yeah, oh, it's not just me. Good. I thought the universe was against me. You know, I want people to be able to relate to these videos too, who's having hard times of, you know, trying to spiritually heal themselves, you know, to let them know it's not you, you know, the universe is not against you. We just need a little bit deeper healing. That's all. So, you know, I want to show that how this hit right after my other video. And I was talking about I was having a hard time, and I had a breakdown like a week or so ago where I went on a rant. Actually, I went on a rant on Rick's channel. I went on a short rant on Rick's channel because I had like a little bit of breakdown, just a little one. And then I went on a sleeping spell. And then I came back up again. And I found myself again. Then I got back to normal. Made that video earlier to let you know that I had fell a little bit. Came back. And then this hit. So just to show you how the cycles of life work. But I'm thankful y'all here. Love all y'all for being here. Thank you. Until next time.